What's up, my friends? Here I am, Farmer Sam at the Runamuk Acres Conservation Farm in Maine. And I'd like to invite you to join me for a walkthrough of the garden. And you can check out the progress and see what I've been up to over here. Okay, here is the big garden, garden number 2. Garden number 1 is over here. You can see maybe the asparagus stalks over there and some spent onion plants. I'm not really using that garden much this year. I'm focusing my energy over here in garden 2. So I've got the compost bins right up front here. And then one of these raised beds I've built. And I've filled it with this donated chicken litter that one of our community members has donated to the farm. I've mixed in some household compost in there, and we'll work it down until it's reached a point where we can plant in it, hopefully next year. All of this black landscape fabric and black plastic I'm using just to smother weeds, just to help me maintain the garden. Once it gets out of control, things really get out of hand here. This bed is brassicas. I've got cabbage and broccoli and some kale mixed in there, all part of my companion planting strategy. This is potatoes. This one is dry beans and potatoes. Over here I've got my future cold frames. We'll plant into them for this winter. They'll have covers and everything. The garlic, overwintered from last year. And this is radishes and lettuce and some red cabbage interplanted in there. This bed is lettuce, you see, lettuce and scallions. And then I have radishes and leeks over here and some teeny tiny carrot plants down in there. And then this pretty fabulous clump of chives. This may or may not be carrots. I'm not sure that they took. So they'll probably get turned under and I'll maybe make a second attempt. This is scallions and kale, and I've underplanted some chard on either side of the kale. Here I have my beans and potato companions. This is actually summer green beans, and this is dry beans with these potatoes here. And then I just planted these cold crops for the fall. This is broccoli and kale, and I've mulched them with some compost that we made. Here you have Bratex peas. We're actually starting to get some peas on these plants now. Right there. Some peas. And then if we go on over here, I've got my nightshade family. I've got my paste tomatoes, heirloom slicers, cherry tomatoes, eggplant, some voluntary sunflowers in there. This bed is being smothered, hopefully for fall production. Or maybe I'll overwinter some parsnips and carrots. That would be good. Down through here I have different winter squashes. And they've all been mulched with my sheep litter. Cucumbers coming up along that trellis back there. And then back here, this part's kind of gotten away from me. I'm hoping to put some black plastic down to smother it, and maybe I'll be able to do something with it or use it next year. Same thing with this section. It's just gotten away from me at this point. I'm not going to be able to do much with that right now, but I've got this section here that's been smothered. That might be useful. Down through here, I've planted watermelons into these mounds of sheep litter. I didn't even spread it out. I just poked the seeds in there. And they're actually looking pretty good. And then I've got more winter squash down in through here and all this sheep litter. This is zucchini and summer squash. I think this is a second planting. I planted it somewhere else, but I forget where. More voluntary sunflowers. There, so then over beyond, that's also part of this garden, but I'm not using it. It's just too much for me to manage right now. I'd like to stretch out here and use this half of the garden. And then maybe do perennials over there or cover cropping. But yeah, back there you can see the field. Right here in front, right there, that is the boys. Hang on, that's the boys. And then way out there, that's BB's doghouse. And she's in with the girls way out there. I don't know if you can see that fencing out there, but yeah, they're out there. And we're up here in garden 2. And then if you look around, there's the farmhouse, the garden. There you have it. That's my garden. Thanks for watching.